shame. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete.
Ricky Seals-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Josh Lambo lining up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
7, Colts nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. McDowell. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, McDowell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, McDowell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. From the gun, McDowell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Buying time to his left. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On first down at Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. From the 50, Stafford. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Colts nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
You can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To throw on 2nd down. McDowell eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McDowell. And Pascal's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. With that, he'll equal his receiving yards from a week ago. We're just in the first quarter. And that's a 1st down as well. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Colts nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Open man right side is Shark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go jet sweep here with Shark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
2nd and 2.
Stafford. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
To number 17.
Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDowell. This one into the hands of Burton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, McDowell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDowell. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 36.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Stafford. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd down, McDowell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They'll run on 1st down. Witherspoon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. 2 yards on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Ready. 180. Watch by 4. Let him know.
On first down, Stafford here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 17.
Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see... that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They'll run here with Evans. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's by 4.
They'll go again here with Evans. And this carry not as is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. That's complete to his running back Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Evans. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
4th down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, he thought defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDowell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDowell, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on 2nd down, McDowell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, McDowell. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer.
The Colts will line up for the...
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 more. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd down now. It's Evans. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Evans, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
For the Jaguars.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36.
Operating from the gun, McDowell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down, McDowell, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51. I want that.
Throwing again. McDowell looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On first down, they'll start out with Evans. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Evans, the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 11 yards there, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, baby, all day.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball